See everyone? Hopefully everyone is able to see. Great to be together. How's that? Oh, a little far away. There we go. That might be better. All right, just a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Just a few more minutes. Hope you're able to get outside a little bit today and enjoy the beautiful sunny day. It's amazing out there. In your backyard, doing something. See all the birds, all the trees, so many things outside. All right, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Welcome. I see there's a couple of you joining us. Good to have you. This will be our next to last. So we have one today and then another one next week, and then that's the end of preschool. Oh, we are looking forward to a fun chapel time. Okay, we have one more minute. I want you just to imagine, remember what your preschool room used to look like? Whoever your teacher may have been, Miss Lori or Miss Lynn or Miss Heather. Yay! Good to see you, Johnson kids. Wyatt and Natalie, great to have you with us. So Wyatt and Natalie, just remember what your preschool class looked like, and then you were walking down the hallway and walked into the big room, and you sat down right on that first pew, and then you're looking right at me like you are now. You were getting ready for chapel, for preschool chapel. Getting started in just a minute or so. You know what? It is 11 o'clock. Welcome. It is so great to be together on this Thursday at 11 o'clock. We are. All right, ready? Listen up now. This is our next to last time that we're going to be together for chapel. So we have chapel today, then we have chapel next week, and then guess what? Preschool chapel is over. So let's really enjoy today's preschool chapel time. That means we're going to sing a whole lot of songs. If you have a song request, go ahead and type it in. If there's one that you especially want to sing. Otherwise, I'm going to start off on some of our absolute favorites. So, before we sing any of our songs, what do we have to do? Let's warm up our hands. Everyone, warm up our hands. Warm them up. And again, if you have a request, type it in. Let's sing. Ooh, let's do this one really fast. Everyone, put your hands like this. But we're going to go really fast on this one today. Ready? Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Now you say, and wide. And wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And wide. And wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And instead of wide, you say and Here we go. And there's a fountain flowing and and there's a fountain flowing and and that's right. Here we go, and there's a flowing and there's a flowing and So we go And the flowing, that's the messy one. You go brrr. Can you do that? All right, here we go, and there's a Brrr, and ah, and ah, and ah. There's a psh, brrr, and ah. Good job. All right, awesome. The reason why I wanted to do that one fast is I want to sing all of our favorite songs today. So again, if you have a song that you want to sing, type it in the chat and we'll sing it for you. Next one, everyone, get your light up. Get your light up. Ready? Bring it right next to the right next to the screen, so then I can light it for you. Here we go. And bing! Awesome. Let me see your light. Put it up. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no! I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no! I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let Satan blow it out. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Who's in preschool? Whoever is in preschool, put your light over your head and shine in preschool. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine in preschool. I'm gonna let it shine. Shine in preschool. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good job. All right. We are flying through these songs today. I've got another song. You know what this one is? He's got the whole world in his hands. 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 He's got you and me, Wyatt, in his hands. He's got you and me, Natalie. In his hands, he's got you and me, brother. In his hands, he's got the whole world in his hands. The wind and the rain, although today's beautiful, so the sun is up too. He's got the wind and the rain and the sun in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain and the sun in his hands. He's got the wind and the rain and the sun in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Shh. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the little bitty baby in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. Good job. All right. Well, I think it's just about time. Let's do our Bible story now. And then if you have another song that you want us to sing, go ahead and type it in. And we'll sing that probably after our Bible story. So I'm going to need help today. Especially today, because this is a Bible story with a lot of people in it. So I'm going to need help. See, we need Moses. Need someone who's going to be Moses. Then we need someone who is going to be a big group of people. Okay? A big group of people. And then we need someone who's going to be God. So 3 people we need. Moses, big group of people, and then someone who's going to be God. Oh, yeah, I need some bad guys too. So Moses, a big group of people, good people, some bad guys, and God. Now, Moses, let's see, Moses, I'm going to have Moses be right here. Moses is here, stand here. God is going to be all the way up here. So God, stand here. The big group of people, you're going to be right in front, right here. Bad guys, you're going to be way back here. You see me? Okay, right here. So, Moses, God, big group of people, bad guys. All right, here we go. One day, Moses and this big group of people that he was leading, they're called the Israelites, were walking away from a place that they had left. The people looked behind and saw a big army coming after them. Let's see. All right, Ainsley, good. So Ainsley, go ahead and you say, "Oh no, here comes an army." Go ahead, you say it. "Oh no, here comes an army." And Moses said, "Don't worry, God will help us." So all the people said, "How is he going to help us?" And Moses said, "God, how are you going to help us?" Because they were right in front of a big river and they couldn't cross it because it was too fast. So they were afraid. Go ahead, pretend you're afraid. And God said to Moses, whoever's God, "Take your walking stick." Moses had a big walking stick. "Take your walking stick and put it over your head." So if you're Moses, put your walking stick over your head. And he held up the stick. And when he held up the stick, this big river, it started to separate. So all the people saw it and said, "Yay!" Now the army back here, they said, "Hurry up, let's get them before they cross the river." So they were going really fast on their horses. The people started, the good people, "Go ahead and walk through." And they were saying, "Hurry up, let's go, let's go." And Moses kept holding up the staff. And all the people made it across. And the waters were on one side and the other, and right in the middle there was dry ground. And the army was getting closer and closer and closer, and Moses was holding up the staff, and all the people were across. And God said, "Put down your staff." So Moses put down his staff. The army was going through the waters, and when he put down his staff, all the waters destroyed the army, and the army said, "Oh no!" If you're part of the bad guys, say, "Oh no!" Then all the people of God, the Israelites, made it safe and sound across the waters. And Moses joined them, and they were so happy. Hey, go ahead and sit down. So let me ask you a question. How did the people get across? How did the people get across the water? Yeah, God said, "Lift up your staff." So it was because God helped them that they were able to make it across the water. Exactly. That is such a good story, because it reminds us that even though right now we may be in a time that we're a little like, what is going on? Things are so weird. Things are so different. We still know that God is right there by our side, making sure that things are going the way that he wants them to go. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to be afraid, because God is right there protecting us this whole time. So that's really good news. Hey, let's go over our 10 commandments. Remember the Moses that we just saw? He's the one that God gave the 10 commandments to. So let's see if we remember these 10 commandments. Let's go ahead, put your finger up, and let's say them. There's only one God, no idols. Say nice things. Obey the Sabbath. Love your mom and dad. Do not kill. Be happy with what you have. Do not steal. Do not lie. Don't want what other people have. Okay? Let's go over them just real quickly so that we can explain them. The first one is there's only one God. There's only one God, right? There aren't any other gods but the God that we know and we love in Jesus, okay? Second is no idols. Remember we told the story of making a cow out of gold, and people were like, hey, that's God. We're like, no, I don't think so. Okay, so no idols. Say nice things, right? You always should say nice things no matter what. Obey the Sabbath. What's the Sabbath? Well, we said the Sabbath is a special day when we rest and pray. Rest and pray. And it's the day that we call Sunday. Sunday we go to church. Sunday we just kind of hang out with our families and have a good time. Now, during this time, we don't actually go to church. We watch church, but we don't actually go to church. But that's what the Sabbath is. Love your mom and dad. Well, that's pretty obvious. You have to love your mom and dad. Do not kill. We should never, ever, ever take someone's life, no matter what the situation, right? Be happy with what you have. Sometimes we're not happy with what we have. We want what other people's have, or we just don't think we have enough. Well, we are commanded, we're told, be happy with what you have. See a smiley face? Do not steal. That's in southern Italy where I lived for a long time. That was a sign that meant stealing. So do not steal. You should never take other people's things. Do not lie. You should always tell the truth. And then the last one, don't want what other people have, okay? Hey, it is time to say goodbye. It's 11:15 now. Just keep in mind, this is our next to last week. Next week, which is, what is it, May 14th? Yes, May 14th. That's our last one, is May 14th. So tune in, have other people tune in, and we'll have our last chapel time. Let's go to God in prayer. Let's pray. Lord God, we thank you so much for each of these children and all of the families. And I ask you to watch over them and keep them and hold them in the palm of your hand and help them always to know that they are protected by your love. And we